Dave Barclay. Dave Barclay is an amazing puppeteer and does a whole lot of other stuff. And Dave was actually part of Jabba the Hutt. You want to explain that?
Yes. I was chief puppeteer. I was his right arm. I provided the voice on stage when we were filming, so I spoke in English to Jabba while we were performing, and my left hand was his jaw. So I reached underneath his throat, grabbed hold of the jaw control and all the levers to make his mouth move, and actually when I was speaking, I let Jabba speak at the same time, coordinated my right arm with Toby, who is the co-pilot next to me. He did the left arm. So we sort of sat inside the hollow Jabba, shoulder to shoulder, and performed Jabba together with assistance of Mike Edmonds in the tail, John Coppinger doing the remote control eyes, and Bob Keane doing eyebrows. It was pretty hot and a huge amount of fun.
But did you wear high heels while you
Now I let Toby do that.
Oh.
So, yeah, he got to wear the high
The
heels.
audience should know whether you still wear high heels, Dave. Because we've heard.
Yes.
Little known story, there was
Almost,
a murder on the set, and actually Jabba the Hutt, it wouldn't have been a murder actually, it would have been involuntary manslaughter when Princess Leia in her slave girl outfit with her high heels had to step up on Jabba the Hutt, and Mike Edmonds, who's a little person, was in the tail, and Mike almost got a heel in the head. But
and Nick he'd heard about me. I did a movie before my very first film called Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which was based on a computer game. And it was something that was perfect for me because it was an action movie, martial arts, fantasy, and I was on there as a stunt person. I was stunt actor, whatever needed to be done, make a box, make a cup of tea, clean the mats, go and get my paper. It was one of those, someone needs help over there, and I realised I didn't want to be a stuntman, and I wanted to be an actor, I'll be the actor who did all of his arm stunts. And to get the opportunity to be on that movie was good, it was a good opener for me, but then when I got the call from Nick to say that we're looking for someone who can play this part, an actor who can do stunts, and a stuntman who can act. It's a very physical role, and just to be asked to come down, I was very excited. I was trying to keep everything calm. And then I was asked to come back down the following week just to work with Nick on his test fight. He was going to show George. And so throughout that day of that first meeting, I had all of these ideas about Darth Maul, and I was very excited. And it was one of those, I felt like a headless chicken. Like I was so excited that I couldn't possibly see. I saw myself playing the part. So when I was asked to come in and work with Nick and then do a test fight, and George was around, and he was like, "Look, please." So whenever we heard George was in the building, I was like, "Oh, George is here, please." So I stepped up my A game and did the most flashiest moves, and I asked Andreas Petridis, who was the assistant stunt coordinator, and let me know when any of the big shots come walking past, and I'd be doing all my flash moves in the rehearsal area, and I auditioned on tape. And George had seen me in makeup and had seen the performance of the test fight, and I got a call from Rick McCallum. And so I just feel very lucky. But everything I've had up until today, past projects I've worked on, is all because of Star Wars, really. And also, Star Wars is in the fans as well. You guys, keeping it alive and believing that, I'm a kick-ass, badass guy that can play Snake Eyes and do these things. So every time I go to the gym and I feel like I don't want to train anymore and I want to give it all up, I always remember a lot of people out there support what we do and get great pleasure. So I've got to say thank you to you guys as well.
Of course, this is a guy who gets cut in half in one movie and goes on to play a headless character in another movie as the Headless Horseman. But, once you're in Star Wars, your limbs and all other extremities are open for being chopped off. So it's just the nature of the thing. Peter, what made Chewbacca such an accessible wonderful character. I mean, this was a strange Yeti kind of creature, all covered in fur, who didn't speak English, and yet, you know, he is one of the most loved characters in Star Wars.
I think basically it's a teddy bear. Everybody, I don't care who you are, everybody in this audience has had a teddy bear or a security blanket of some kind. Therefore, Chewie is like a guy next door, and he's there when necessary, but he also is wise enough to run when necessary. So he stays out of trouble, but he also looks after the guys that are around him, he looks after them up to a point, and then it's everybody for themselves. That's the nature of Chewie, and he has grown. I don't know. He just grows. People come along and they basically go back to the teddy bear. They see it's a cuddly toy. It's security, and that is what is developed over the period of the 4 movies.
I think the fact that Chewie is also a bit of a scaredy cat in some cases, that we can relate to that, because, you know, I would sure run in the same situations that Chewie did.